first of all, a lot of people ask, what is declutter? The word is actually being thrown around quite a lot. But in essence, it's to get rid of things that cost you more in either time or money. So time to kind of move them around because you stumble over them, or you've got to clean them all the time, and money if you've got to rent a storage space to, basically put your stuff in there. So if it costs you more than the benefit of keeping them, then that's really clutter, and you should potentially start to think about getting rid of it. Why do it? Why declutter? A lot of clients probably wonder that themselves, but it's about uncovering the floor space. So when a buyer walks into your property, the more the floor is covered, the smaller a room looks. So the more you can open it up and pick up all the stuff that's on there, that's really key. And buyers can't really visualize themselves living in the property if all of your stuff is all over the place. There is definitely a significant benefit financially if a buyer can walk into a room and actually see how spacious it is. If they don't feel it's spacious, they might not want to pay the price necessarily for that home. So really the first thing we want to encourage you is take action. Stop thinking about it and really just start to declutter if you know you're going to sell your property. But start small. It can be really overwhelming if you start with the biggest room in your house. So just take it little bite sizes. Start with your laundry, for example. Maybe tick that one off the list. And once you do that, maybe move on to another small room, like one of the kids' rooms. And as you progress, it will build momentum. And before you know it, you've actually decluttered your whole property. Don't overstock your garage and cupboards. Now, it is best to actually move stuff out of your house, and your garage is a really good space, your cupboards as well. However, buyers would actually look in your cupboards as well as your garage. So you don't want buyers to open up cupboards and out comes all the toys and the Tupperware falling on top of them, because that would really just show them that there's not enough space or storage space in the house. A garage as well. A lot of buyers would want to see how long and how wide the garage is. If you actually have stacked it all the way to the ceiling and they can't see what's in there, that might not be, such a great way to present your property. So a couple of solutions that, we've used as well and that we can recommend is to utilize storage space under your bed. So IKEA has these fantastic, they call it cub storage case, things that you can just put your clothes, your kids' toys. They are not very high, so they're fantastic. You just slide them under the bed, and buyers don't look under beds. They don't have time to look under a bed. So that's a great spot to actually put your clutter. Other solutions would be to use plastic storage boxes. We really like using the ones that you can see through so that you can remember what is actually in them. You can label them, remember to label them. And then also the cool thing about those boxes is you can literally stack them on top of each other and again, just open up more floor space in your garage or in your other areas.
Especially for walk-in robes.
Yeah, that's true.
They can be very handy.
Yeah, you can just slot them up at the top, and open up the space. And then we recommend, so as we said earlier, maybe think about removing some stuff out of the garage if it's way too full or you don't have any more cupboards in your house. Some great offsite solutions. We've actually done this ourselves. We had an investment property, tenants were living in it, and there was just boxes everywhere. And so we rented or hired a truck for the day and asked the tenant if we can move their stuff in there so that we can actually take photos of the property. And remember, photos are the first thing buyers would see before they actually come to your open home. So presentation is key. You can also rent lock-up storage units. Some of them are not too expensive, and rent a space or Storage King, they're everywhere. And then also, if you've got a really good relationship with your neighbor, you can always ask them if you can maybe use some of their garage space. Also, you can start to sell and give away your items. eBay is a fantastic place. Gumtree the same, just to get rid of your things. Buy, swap, and sell Facebook pages are very handy. We use them all the time. Even doing a garage sale, or start donating some of your nicer clothes and toys to secondhand shops or Salvation Army.
Or maybe just schedule a good council cleanup way in advance before you sell.
That's right.
They will be there on time.
Council cleanups are good too. And then, the other thing is getting some extra internal shelving. So just removing the items from the floors. I really like this concept in the laundry where, you can do it nice and neat, basically everything against one wall, and nothing is actually standing on the floor so that wires would fall over it. All right, now that we spoke about decluttering, this was actually one of our clients as well. And, we went in and recommended them ways to actually declutter. So we would love to hear from you guys in your live chat. Just maybe send us your comments or feedback. What would you do here in this example? Are there any?
So I think, just to clarify, they were on a very tight budget, so they couldn't replace the flooring, tiles, or the zinc or anything like that. So it was basically just a big focus on decluttering and cleaning up.
That's right. Yeah. So if you have no budget and you've got to do something just to make it look better, what would you do? Okay, so we've got some feedback. Remove all the bottles. Yeah, that's true. That actually would make a big difference.
Take the calendar off the wall. That's a good one too.
Yep, that's a very good one. We've got one from Samantha that texted in, and she said, take off the dark towels. Yep, good one, Samantha. That's very good. Oh, yeah, Cornelia said it as well. Throw out the brown towels. All right, so we'll show you the after photo. Now, it'll really make such a big difference to just remove everything, putting some white, fluffy, brand new towels in to give it a little bit of a luxurious look, and just a couple of accessories that's neutral, and that's all you need. And it did make a big difference just doing that.